Joined by, you ready, Alfred? Joined by Hofstra coach Joe Mihalik, Jor Bowie, and Justin Wright Foreman. Coach, an opening statement before we begin.
Well, we're really proud of that win. I don't think we executed great down the stretch. We made a lot of bonehead plays. Our focus wasn't great, but I think it was a lot of first game jitter stuff. That first game, no matter how many times you work on a play or whatever it might be, you're still going to have a little bit of jitters coming out. So I think our guys had that, and we fought through that. And you know, we have a saying, and we've kind of stole it. We stole it from Brad Stevens. This game honors toughness. This game honors toughness, and I think our guys were tough tonight. We were even tougher than some of the toughest people in America, because those guys are going to keep our country safe for the rest of our lives. And we even found a way to be tougher than those guys. So a great win, we're really proud of it.
Questions?
Yeah, Coach, a lot of action today from Jalen Ray and Matija Radovic, your freshmen, and late in the game too. What did you think of their play?
Yeah, I thought they were good. They just like everybody else, they made some freshman mistakes. I think they were, but you know what? They were trying too hard. And when you make mistakes like that, you can live with those when people are trying too hard, as opposed to guys that are making mistakes because they're not focused, they're not playing hard, they're not paying attention, you know, whatever. But I think they really contributed, both of them. Matija hit me at the big foul shots and made a big three, and Jalen just what you don't realize about Jalen is he did a really good job defensively. He did a really good job defensively, as did these two guys right here.
Ben.
Desir, you had all the time off with the injury, and then the first half got the 2 quick fouls.
He took the first half on too with the fouls.
And then really kicked in the second half for initial production. What sort of kicked in for you in the second half?
I knew my team needed me in the second half. Like, I know I had to step up and fill in a big role. So I tried to do that in the second half and play as hard as I can and get my team to win.
Justin, you were struggling a little bit in the first half, had that 1 for 10 stretch, came back out in the second half, had 9 points over 2.5 minutes. How big was that, not just for you, but for the team in terms of momentum?
Well, the momentum is big. For me, especially, needing to score the ball and being the go-to guy, I have to find ways just to get involved and just being positive, especially on the defensive end, and just being in the gaps and helping people. Just, I guess it translated to the other end on the offensive end. That's how I got going.
Justin, how tough was it for you in that first half when you had to play the point guard role and had to play with that full court press? Was that hard for you to break down as a guy who usually plays the off guard?
It's something new, but you know, we've been working on it every day in practice, so it's nothing new, really. Just I have to translate that to the games more.
Joe, you talked about opening night jitters. This 20 opening nights for you as a coach. Is this common? Is this common opening night? That things a little disjointed, takes a little while to find a rhythm?
I think it is common. I really do. I mean, and since you mentioned it, yeah, I can't think of a different feeling those other 19 nights. It's just, no matter how much you practice, the scrimmages, the exhibition games, there's just a little bit of a different feel in the air. And everybody feels it. And, you know, from coaches to players, we all did. And I think after a while we got settled in. These guys started, you know, getting used to it, that game-like feeling. I thought they did a great job.
Brian.
Justin, when you look at the pieces that you had this year with the new guys and the guys you got back, I mean, how do you think you're stacked up for a run at contention in the CAA?
We're going to be really good. They have us ranked 4th in the CAA. I think we're a lot better than that, but you know, it's going to work in our favor in the end.
Coach, you said before the season that injuries were a bit of a problem in practice, some lingering injuries. You went with a 7-man rotation tonight. Was that a result of those injuries, or was that by design?
We had some guys nicked up, but we also had a couple of guys who broke some team rules, so they didn't play for that reason. So, you know, it's over with now. They've done it. They've done their duty, and we move on to the next game. So we'll be healthier Monday night.
Brian.
So Pemberton is just a one-game thing for him?
Broke some team rules, that's all. Yep.
Okay.
Joe, Rock picked up that quick first foul there, and then went right to Hunter. What's your confidence level rotating those two guys?
Well, what we try to do, not that this is the answer to it, but with that media timeout coming up, we kept running him in. So like at the 16-minute mark, you get a media timeout. So there was like 16:30 to go. So we figured let's pull off those 30 seconds and run him in and out that way a little bit. So we just tried to massage him away there because we didn't know we were going to have a short rotation tonight. So.
So why did you think it was a kind of, I think you have 40 points in the paint. Why was it kind of a struggle to at that point?
Well, you got to give some credit to that number 14, Wilson. I mean, he's a terrific player. But if he buries it, he's big. He's big. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't there. I guess David didn't. He must have grown like David Robinson. Right? Wasn't David Robinson 6'5" and he got to be 6'10"? But you know, he's a big, strong kid. He's very skilled. Wants soft hands. Goes both ways. He's a tough guard. And they run some good stuff. You got to give the coach credit. They run some good actions to get him the ball, and he finished really well.
And the struggle as far as shooting wise, why do you think that was? Just the jitter part?
I do think that. You know, you rush him a little bit. There's a little bit of a you know, rhythm going on there. That game. We always say shoot game speed shots. Shoot game speed shots. But you know, we all know it's not game speed out there. So we got to keep trying to get better at that. But you know.
When you guys are back to full strength on Monday against Kennesaw State, do you expect those young guys to play just about as much as they played tonight, or?
Well, you know what? Whatever's working out there. You know, these guys have—they're not young guys anymore. Even though they're still freshmen, they've had some good experiences now, and this is gonna, you know, make them even better. So, whatever we got to do to win. You know, I mean, it's, you know, we don't win without. Talk about the young guys all you want, but and Justin making big shots. He's obviously our go-to guy. Rock getting rebounds. But the star of the game might have been DeJour tonight, because the three he hit on the wing. Is that your pass? Yeah. Okay. Well, you remember your pass, you assist. That's why you pass it back to him back and forth. But big three, and then the foul shots. I don't even think the net moved. I mean, that's toughness right there. That's tough. Tough kids make foul shots. And DeJour didn't even, you know, they were trying to ice him. It didn't matter. I don't even think the net moved all 4 times.
Coach, 6 points, 6 boards in 12 minutes from Hunter. What'd you think of him tonight?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good. Those two really complement each other well. He's productive. He finds a way to score. I mean, you know, probably scores a little better than our other big guy, but you know, defensively, you know, Rock just does just a great job defensively, and as was mentioned earlier, that big guy's a tough guard down there.
Joe, what did you think of the newcomers overall, and Jalen had to start as well as Joel?
Yeah, they were good. I'll tell you what, and this is what excites me is that they were good and excited about it. But I think they're even better than that. I don't think either one of them had great nights. I mean, they've had better, you know, exhibition games when we played up in Canada and with our scrimmages. They've been even a little bit better. So,
kind of piggyback on the Hunter question. Have you been surprised at all by how seamlessly he's able to he's done this now for a year and change now? Or if you take Rock out, Hunter just goes there and he's kind of like instant energy for you guys. Have you been surprised? Has he exceeded your expectations when you recruited him?
he sure has. I mean, he sure has. I mean, he's become a real confident player. And, you know, I'll share this with you that we scrimmaged St. John's a couple of weeks ago, and Rock was nursing a groin pull, so he didn't even play. Hunter was great. I mean, he had double-double, right?
Yeah.
Hunter, he was really good. He is fearless. He is fearless. He really does a good job out there.
For both the players, you guys came in together as freshmen. You seem to have a really good rapport out there today. Now that you've been able to play major minutes together, just what's sort of that feeling playing together out there?
Me and Justin, we close friends. We were roommates for 2 years. Like, we always together. We got the connection on and off the court. So, like, it's bigger than on the court. It just translates on the court.
Like he said, we just hang out with each other all the time since we're like basically best friends. You know, the chemistry that we have that's built up over the years, even in high school. So, you know, it just translates on the court, and then, you know, today happens.
Coach, what do you think about the crowd tonight?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, it was great. It was really, you know, I was about to mention that. It's so exciting when the students are out and the band's playing and the dance line, the cheerleaders. It was a great, great night for Hofstra and all of Hofstra. You know, we want this to be something that the students will always remember. I mean, they might forget who won the game, but we're hoping 10 years from now they can say, you know what, wasn't it fun going to those basketball games? I forget who won, but man, we had a great time. The crowd was great. They were yelling. I remember Justin made a shot. I remember DeJour made a shot. I don't remember who won, but man, we had a great time being there. And that's what we want it to be. We want it to be a great night for everybody, not just the players. So,
Thank you. Thank you.